Hi students, it's Arthur, and we're going to talk about Handshake. So we've already introduced this topic a little bit already when we did the sign up for the 3 accounts. This one is about completing your profile. So the assignment that we have for Handshake is to get to 100% completion, and also that your profile is set to be visible to everyone. So this is a very simple exercise. You just need to fulfill the requirements of Handshake, go through the different profile sections, and complete the information. If some areas you feel like you don't have enough information, just put some basic data in there. This is going to be a living profile for you. So basically, I want you to go back and continue to build your profile. You're going to do the same thing with LinkedIn as well. You're going to have an initial profile, but as you get more experience, more engaged, more involved, having more meaningful projects and courses that you have, you're going to start to continue to build this just like you would building a resume. As you get more experience, you're going to be adding to that resume. In this case, you're going to be adding to these profiles here in Handshake, and everything you do in Handshake, you should have a corresponding update to in LinkedIn as well. So essentially, to upload, to get the information, to get full credit for this assignment, the profile needs to be set and has information so that it looks like this. Your profile needs to be set to 100% complete, and the green language, your profile is visible to employers, students, and alumni across all Handshake education institutions. Those are the 2 things you want to achieve in this. Once you get that, take a picture of it. Obviously, you don't need the red circles. That's for emphasis on my side. But that's the example screenshot that you're going to need in here. And so that's also shown here with arrows this time instead of the circles. But, it's very simple. It's again, the points may not be accurate based on the semester that you're taking this particular class. However, basically, this one's almost an all or nothing in some respects. And where students kind of fall sideways on this is they really don't take a picture in the right way, or it's not legible in some way, it's blurry. So make sure that when you upload the picture that you have does show all of the components very clearly. All right, let's get into this. So we already touched on this a little bit already as we talked about with the sign-up assignment. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is just to kind of reinforce what the differences and similarities are between the 2 products. So Handshake and LinkedIn, the similarities are they connect job seekers and employers. This is a place where you can upload your profile, and it provides a landing spot for employers to find you. So that's going to be the key thing here. We have, your resume is the thing that you're going to be sending to people. This is a way for people to find you first. So you need to develop your profile to showcase your experience and skills. It's a site that you can do job posting search that has search capabilities, and you can create a job alert in this as well. But obviously, it's to help job seekers find positions. And there are also resources in Handshake to help you with your development in job search. The differences are primarily around the audience that both cater to. LinkedIn is a site used by working professionals and recruiters and influencers. I talked a lot about that in the last presentation on the signups. And Handshake is a platform focused on connecting students and recent grads with job opportunities. So it's going to be a much more focused site, which actually is good in some respects because it reduces the competition perhaps that you may have for some of these roles. But all of the positions out there, only if a company signs up to Handshake and posts the jobs here will you actually see the jobs. So I think both, if you look at the Venn diagram of these 2, there's a pretty significant overlap. And Handshake might give you a little bit of an advantage if the jobs are there, but you really do need to use multiple sources to do your job search. So to complete your profile, what Handshake is going to require you to do is to complete these sections. So some of these are pretty straightforward. Your profile picture, your documents, including your resume. If you're doing this and you haven't completed your resume, just upload your draft resume here as a placeholder. And then as we continue to go through the course and you get your final draft done, then you can delete the old one and upload the new one. The other thing is, of course, your education, what your concentration is. It's not about just showing university UNCW and you have a business administration degree, but in fact you need to show your concentration because we want to know if you're in marketing or you're in supply chain or you're in business analytics, all of these things. In addition to that, it's going to want to see your experience, your involvement in organizations, and then, of course, skills, relevant coursework that you're taking, and then areas such as journey and projects, which allows for more specific information to be uploaded. As I said, this is sort of a living document for you, if you will, not a static website, so you need to continue to update this consistently. Now, in order to get the 100% profile completion, you might struggle a little bit with the journey and projects. Just put some broad information in these areas just as a placeholder. It should be logical. Don't just put placeholder or just random data in here. Think a little bit and put some information in here. And as you develop more experience in university, have more projects that you're working on, maybe you do a study abroad, maybe you figure out what kind of career you definitely want, and you can expand on the journey comments. Those are going to be the things that we want to see in the profile. Why is it important that you complete your profile? Well, first of all, it's going to be more appealing to employers. So when they do look for potential employees to reach out to, a more complete profile is going to make it more likely that someone will reach out to you because you have information there that says, I am a good candidate for this role. In addition to that, job recommendations from the alert will be much more aligned to your targets. So that's why it's really important to have an updated profile, is the information that you want to get out of this and the information that comes to you from this platform should be aligned to what you want to do. So the more information you have in here, it's really critical that you do that. But the other thing, of course, is you can't be seen if you don't allow that to happen. So that's why we want you to also make sure that your profile is set to communities, to the community employer side of things so that they can see your profile. One of the things I wanted to let you know about Handshake, though, is that you will get, not spam per se, but you'll get communication from employers who really haven't done the research. They'll send a blanket communication out to everybody that is, let's say, marketing majors. It's not because they've looked at your profile necessarily, but they've just basically flagged your profile as a marketing student, and you're going to get these sort of blanket invitations. They'll seem like they're customized, but I can guarantee you they're not, because I have an account that says I'm a mock account Arthur Hughes. It literally says mock account on that. And I still get invitations from different companies saying, hey, you look like a great candidate for a role that we have. Reach out to me to talk to me. Clearly, they haven't used the site in the way that it should be. So just be wary that all communication is not going to be targeted, even though it might say it is. So, again, just do your due diligence in all of these things. So in order to get your profile setting and kind of take a look at that, you want to click on the account icon in the upper right corner, then click on settings, and then you're going to want to set your privacy setting to community to allow for everyone to see you and to get that green language that we're looking for on the assignment. And that's all I got for you. This is a quick and easy one. Putting in the information, take a little bit of time, but hopefully you started to go through some of these materials. You maybe have done the marketing plan to kind of understand what your journey should look like or what you want it to look like, and you can start to put some of this information. So you can kind of see how everything's starting to come together, and hopefully you understand that. As I said, we're building everything kind of brick by brick to build this foundation for you, and I look forward to talking to you on the next topic.